change. It's growing stronger and it's taking a hold.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Collegiate Star League. This is the first season of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We are heading into the Ro16 for the road to DreamHack. These are the playoffs, and tonight we will have two teams that have made it all the way. Some that may have surprised you. University of Minnesota versus Penn State. I am Jay Zilk, joined by the one and only William What's Wrong. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man? You excited to cast this game?
Dude, I'm rested. I got a meal in. I got to re-energize. I'm feeling better for this game. I didn't just come right off a road, a 3,000-mile road trip, moving my brother across the country. So I'm back. I feel good. I'm ready for more cobblestone because this map always delivers. It's always amazing. So, it's gonna be good times. And, we're almost ready, 12 out of 13 in the server ready, so we will be getting in a knife round just shortly. Again, Cobblestone. This was the first game we probably had that was finally T-sided.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, we're going to see more T-sided affair here. We have Penn State versus UMN. UMN, I believe, is 13-1, only dropping one game, and I believe that was in the first half, so it's going undefeated in the second half. And Penn State, they barely got to squeak by 7-7, so they're kind of like, I guess, University of Arizona in the sense that they barely sneak by, and they were able to get out of round of 32 miraculously as well. But this is another David and Goliath kind of story. I think UMN are clearly the heavy favorites here, but let's see if Penn State can, pull off an upset.
Yeah, definitely, and obviously Cobblestone's prone to that, just giving us close games constantly, so... maybe for the first time we'll just get a shutout. It would that might be more entertaining. It would just go against the trend that we've seen so far. But regardless, starting CT side is going to be Penn State CS versus the University of Minnesota Counter-Strike team. We're going live into the pistol round. This is DE Cobblestone, and that is a chicken with bunny ears. I still can't get over that. I haven't got to play it since the new update a lot, so ever since the sticker update or whatever, so some of this stuff is pretty funny to me. Are there bee-hopping chickens? Like, what?
I know, it's kind of confusing. Are they bunnies or are they chickens?
I know, it's too much. They actually resemble more chickens. One of my roommates had 4 chickens, and they jumped a lot, so, it's pretty accurate. But we're actually going to have a fast A-rush, just straight down mid. Smelly, he's just going to be holding this close left corner, just waiting for his timing. He pushes out, but John Titer is ready for it, and now they're going to make their push. all 4 players from B have to rotate, and in fact, they catch a rotate pretty early. Suspense luckily able to find a kill here from Doors. He's going to rotate to Balcony, finds a second kill as well, and Suspense, he's the single man evening out this round, making it entirely possible for Penn State to get this round. And Deck, he's going to go for the peek from sight, but he gets double peeked by Bluggernucket from the SWAT truck, and it looks like it's just going to be an all-out brawl, and Suspense with a 3rd kill for the round. This round looked so convincing for UNM, but he's carrying Penn State on his back right now. 3v2, 36 HP on John Titer. He has to go for the peek. He hears the tap. He pulls out the Glock. He's unable to find anything, so he just falls back. Going for the spam, and someone's going to have to commit this. Unsalted Peanuts, luckily, has the kit, so they're going to be able to get that round pretty convincingly. But John Titer making it close, and well, I'll say thanks to Suspense with that 4K that round. That round definitely shouldn't have been theirs.
Yeah, a couple of interesting things to note. PSU right there, I think like 3 or 4 players just went with the nade set, so there was only 1 player with armor. They completely skimped out on armor, despite the fact that they are on the CT side, on Cobblestone. You usually see at least 3 people armor up, usually 4, even sometimes 5, but it worked out for them. Suspense with a nice 4K, but UMN, they're actually forcing up behind this plant. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's T-side Cobblestone, you can definitely go for those ums. We've seen how powerful they are, and only netting 1 kill before getting traded out, so still main advantage for Penn State. They have already got the site, though, so this should guarantee them a plant, most likely, and CTs have already completely rotated, so it's just going to be an all-out brawl before the the bomb gets down. Now it's down to a 1v1. Deck, he has the bomb. He's going to go for the plant to try and draw out the last player. 35 HP, and he finds the spray with the winning that 4-spy round. University of Minnesota just getting right back into the game, completely answered it with the exact same strat, and obviously we're seeing that pay off.
Yeah, now PSU, they are forced onto a save. It looks like they are going to have to double save. That's why a lot of teams will force up on that second round, despite getting the plant, because the common thing to do is obviously save by AKs the round after, but a lot of teams are just forcing up, even if they get the plant, because you can force the counter terrorist onto a double eco if it is successful. The reward is just so much higher than the risk.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to double save anyway, so there's really no reason not to at this point in the meta. And, well, we just saw how powerful the ump can be. Everyone contributing in that round pretty much, so UMN rather. Well, now they have the momentum, but now they're down a man, so we're seeing PSU go for a somewhat quasi-buy 2 sets of armor here on Unsalted and Suspense, and Smelly, he's actually hearing them rotate back, so he's going to go for a push to see if he can get some information, and he's not spotting anything out, so he's going to be able to call that back to his mates. They're going to be able to force rotate back to the B site, and he spotted everything. They know the jig is up. They have to commit to this push, and luckily Deck and Blubbernuggets find the entries. They're going to have a free B site, and rotate is only just getting here through connector.
Yeah, this should be a pretty easy plan, pretty easy take. It should be clean. Actually, Suspense gets a kill, but he gets knocked down to 27 HP. Smelly poop on my chest. What a name. God, I was about to cast that he was on a flank, but Smelly poop on my chest gets that first kill. John Teeter knows what's up. John Teeter gets that to everyone. Oh, gets a nice 1D. Can he get this kill onto Sneak? He just sees the head. And he jumps down. He needs to get an instant 1D. And he's not going to sync with the clutch. Very nicely done. Yeah, that's a, what do you want to call him, dude?
Smelly. Well played with that 1D. I think Smelly's a good one. Yeah. Or, yeah, let's just go with that. As fun as it is to say, I think it's going to be a mouthful trying to call every round.
What are these names, actually? Now that I'm looking at it, Unsalted Nuts Probala? I don't even... Wow, what a name. What a mouthful, this Pennsylvania State team. But anyways,
there's obviously a handful as well, getting that pistol round. And, well, they were forced to double save thanks to that force buy, or thanks to getting ecoed, rather. So they're going to have to do a double save, and that goes to show just the power of a good force buy on the second round by UMN. Kind of just carrying the momentum and really reversing that polarity, guaranteeing that they're going to be the one in the upper hand, forcing PSU to make those save plays. And actually, Suspense already with 7 kills, obviously got 4K in the pistol round, but still carrying on and finding kills in these save rounds. So definitely a guy to look out for later in the game. He's definitely got some momentum. Smelly along with those deeks as well. So definitely still have to fear PSU with these pistols. Regardless, we're seeing UMN just take over the A halls. They don't have any information, so they're still 4 stacked towards the B site, and well, it should be an easy plant. Obviously, there's a lot relying on Smelly. He's gonna have to go huge for this with this 5-7. He hears it. He goes for the peek, finds the first headshot, goes for the spray, unable to find anything, gets traded by Sync, and there's gonna be a lot of pressure now on Betrayed. He's the close rotate. At this point, he just needs to see if he can find something. Kind of sitting in the smoke. He knows he's getting flanked by Deck, and his position has been given up. Yeah, they're aware he's behind the smoke. There's really nowhere else for him to hide. Yep, pretty clean round. Only 1 lost, and we'll be back on a rifle round. It doesn't look like they have much for an op though, so I probably expect either just 4 M4s across the board, unless he opts for no head armor.
Yeah, we'll see if he. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Op, no head armor. We've seen it sway towards the CT side once the ops on the CT sides are able to be put into play, right? So maybe we'll see what Unsalted Nuts can do. I want to kind of abbreviate his name too, Unsalted Nuts.
Yeah, it's a great name though. I mean, you can't put it past him. That's definitely the first time I've ever heard it. So original to say the least. But yeah, Unsalted is a pretty good one. We'll just go with that because I'm generally salted when I'm playing Counter-Strike.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it looks like this B execute's coming in, so just waiting to see if anything. Deck lining up his smoke.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get caught off guard. So yeah, they are just going to go for the smoke execute. Looks like 2 going over, and Betrayed is actually rotating over towards A now that he doesn't hear anything. He's going to have to rotate back relatively quickly. See if the op on Unsalted goes big. He finds 1, looking for another. Re-peeks, can't find the flick shot. Now he's just going to have to hide there. They know of his position, but he re-peeks. Too late for his teammate to trade, and well, at least Betrayed finds something, but that's all he's going to get. Gerbil, he drops him relatively quickly in poop. He's going to just... Oh, I thought he wanted to push out. Smelly was going to push through the smoke, but playing it intelligently, just saving the M4. He has a lot of utilities on board, so 5,300 saved, and well, that's all he can hope to do.
Yeah, I think honestly that was just like a nice individual performance from Sync. He got a double entry headshot. I don't think PSU really made any major mistakes once the smokes came out. They were playing their crossfires, but honestly, like Sync just came out, instantly ripped off 2 heads. So that's going to be another round for the UMN Gophers. PSU, they could do like a half buy behind this, maybe like a pistol, no head armor. So UMN getting off to that early T lead, and that, like I said before, I think this game you're going to see more T-sided rounds as well. So I think, you know, PSU, they're not out of it by any means. I mean, we just started, but PSU, I would expect them to get some T-sided rounds as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not trying to put him on blast, but Prabala hasn't really found anything yet. He's been playing the B site, just getting overwhelmed consistently. So hopefully he can resituate himself and make himself not as easy to read. Looks like they are just going to opt for this A play, but they actually haven't cleared back hall, so this could be a huge flank. Now that they haven't cleared it, Prabala, he has a chance. No way Gerbil's going to expect this not to be cleared. He goes for the spray, unable to find it, though. With the full clip, and Gerbil trades him out. That is not what you want to see with a CZ75.
Yeah, as you put him on blast, I mean, he gets a free kill, but doesn't. He misses all.
Yeah, definitely. If you're playing the CZ, you know, you want to spray at that range, but I don't use the CZ that often, so I just tend to burst it and sit there, you know, do 3-4 round burst. But you would have expected him to find that kill, so I can't blame him for just going for the all-out spray. You know, yeah, pretty unfortunate timing that I call him out and then that happens. But you know, it's still only round 6. Obviously, we're gonna just see UMN's take another round. Pretty cleanly, actually. Losing, or not cleanly, rather. They lost 2 guys trying to chase, but it's not really a big deal. They have the huge economic advantage. It's always going to be better to try and hunt out those frags and stop a rifle from being saved when you have such a money advantage.
Yeah, I guess they were hunting for the rifle, but they ended up running into the P250s. I actually looked kind of uncoordinated where the team said, hey, let's just like run, but then John Teeter decided to just run in. Actually gives up an AK. That might be foretelling of like the team dynamic here.
Yeah, very well could be, and Well, they're just kind of spreading out, trying to default, look for something towards mid, and the A player goes down early, so it's going to be another man advantage for UMN. It's going to have to force a rotate and leave only 3 at B, and they're making the right read again, going to the site that's going to be generally a bit weaker. When B only has 3 men, it can be pretty easy to take when you find that one quick opening. And trade, he's kind of out in the open as well. He's looking for that pick on Sync. He sees the flash, has to fall back, and they jump down, drop. He's on up. Oh, finds one on the spray, but that's all he's going to be able to get. And that's a completely open B site. Smelly, he's on the rotate. At this point, they're just trying to look for rounds, so I'm sure he's just going to see what he can find. But really, he's not in a favorable situation, and it's unfortunate that he always finds himself here. Yeah, that'll be the round. Gets flashed, and UMN take another. So 6-1 lead now for UMN. And yeah, like you stated, it's going to be kind of that T-sided that we experienced in the last game. So definitely not down and out for Penn State, but they definitely are still that playing that underdog role.
Yeah, and kind of similar to the situation that SJSU and Arizona were in. Pennsylvania State here, they are in a lot of trouble just because UMN, they built up their bank. So even if they lose a round, it's very possible that Penn State could get reset just the round after. I mean, first off, they have to win a round, and it looks like they're just going to get entryed all over the place. Every single round, they've lost that entry frag.
Yeah, it seems a little bit discoordinated, or uncoordinated rather. They're not kind of sticking to just, okay, let's just crossfire. Let's not take these engagements too early. Like, we're getting owned. Like, let's just play passive, let them smoke, execute, and we'll peak as a team. They're still going for these individual battles. Luckily, Unsalted, he's going to be able to find a pick, and well, they are working up towards a nice smoke, actually, banked off the slope there, and Gerbil, he'll be able to find him through the door right as it plumes. So another site taken with relative ease. Blubbernucket, wow, lots of damage done to Suspense. He didn't even see anyone, and he took. Oh my God, Suspense just destroyed. Doesn't see one player and gets 2 nades to the face, along with some damage from underneath balcony by Unsalted. So really unfortunate round there for Suspense, but regardless, there is no suspense for UMN. They will guarantee take this round 7-1, and well, it's beginning to look like that kind of snowball effect where one team has all the confidence and the other team just keeps getting kind of destroyed at their aim battles.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I definitely don't want to call anything too early, especially on Cobblestone, where the T side, with kind of like puggy teams, the T side is a lot more favored. So I think with this team, Pennsylvania, they do have a chance on their T side, but it almost looks like a lopsided matchup in terms of just like pure skill, pure aim matchups. But we'll see if that is the case. So Pennsylvania, they really feel like they're down and out. So just forcing out with these MAC-10s, making sure they can get around. I mean, they've lost 7 rounds in a row, so it looks like they are going to force up almost every single round from this point.
Yeah, it
on.
looks like they're kind of just buying behind this op on Unsalted. He feels like he can be that kind of linchpin for the B site, be able to lock it down, hold that plat, and just guarantee that they're not getting these plants so easily. So 2 mag 7s, a FAMAS, and AK saved on Suspense from the previous round. You will get a little tag damage, and there you go, Cabela chiming in. Nice to see you, man. And he'll find 1 kill. He looks like he wanted to re-peek, but playing it safe, just going to kind of fall back towards Pasha, but he gets caught off guard. Dribble Elite, finds the op trade, and Unsalted, he's kind of out of position. This is really not where you want to be with an op. You have no place to hide, and Sync finds him with ease. So that'll be the B side giving up again, and Unsalted, had he maybe just committed to Coop or playing Statue and just kind of weaving around, being a little more of a hard target to hit. Yep. Instead, he just gets caught out in the open.
And this retake is impossible. I mean, you have 2 MAC-10s and an AK with like 1 HP. It's pretty much impossible to retake, unless Suspense kills them all. Nope. And there you go. So now Smelly, he's all by himself. He did pick up an AK though, but he has no kit. There just shouldn't be any time left. And Gophers, they're smashing through this Pennsylvania defense. I don't think they have an answer. They probably have to switch something up, but I mean, if you're Penn State, what can you do?
Yeah, definitely. I kind of feel bad for Unsalted because he was, he really wanted to lock down that B site and got a bit paranoid at drop being given up. and rotated over a bit too early. Had he just committed and held his ground and trusted his team, I think that would have gone over a little bit more swimmingly. But regardless, just a fast A execute straight through the smoke. Pretty standard play if you're going to commit to the fast stage.
Nice
Flash
shot.
through and durable. Nice reactions, and well, it's again that A side is taken. Luckily, they are rotating at least a little bit quicker. One dropping down Balk to get a little bit better of an angle, but that should be pretty much the round yet again. Unless we see a fast kill, it's probably just going to be UMN finding it.
Yeah, it looks like teamwork-wise, Pennsylvania
Unsalted.
State, they really just don't have it together.
Wow, Unsalted on the
they're-
flank.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's on the flank, I mean, he gets instantly traded. It looks like UMN CSGO first. Honestly, they're just straight up pugging out. They're literally just running out into sites, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely just taking it with ease, and you know, it's looks like we're gonna need some sort of style switch up. Obviously, no matter where they go, it's kind of just no problem for them. They're able to catch the A players off guard. It seems like a lot of the time there's just someone standing in the open and kind of committing in an odd position, and I think that's probably the biggest thing to take away from this game is UMN just they're outplaying them individually and out positionally as well, so it's kind of no problem for them. Luckily, Betrayed, he will find a 5-7 kill, boosted up, punishes the player, and well, that's an early advantage for PSU. Let's see if they can stick to it.
Yeah, finally they get that opening entry, which is something they haven't gotten, but gets traded out immediately. So it's another 4v4 situation. And it looks like UMN CSGO first, they're just going to run out on this B plant. Like, no smokes, no flashes. They are literally just running out. It's a full-on pug. At this point, they just realize, hey, we're the better aimers. Let's just run out. So the smokes came after they came out, but I mean, they literally just dry peeked it.
Yeah, definitely. And well, let's see if Smelly will be able to punish. He finds one, finds a second kill with the P90, is able to recover the op. 2 AWPs on the retake, and no kit in sight, so this is definitely going to be hard. And John Titer, he's the man behind the statue, just biding his time. Really no need to peek. In deck as well, he's just going to hide behind tree, so best Smelly can hope to do is save this op, but that's not even going to happen. Another round yet again for UMN, and yeah, it's that money's so built up and momentum so in their favor. It's really hard to see PSU getting anything unless UMN just make tons and tons of mistakes. But they're pugging at this point, so I could see them maybe taking a round or two PSU just due to the kind of clumsiness from UMN. But that's about all I can see.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's not. If PSU do get around, I don't think it's necessarily PSU playing phenomenally. It's probably because UMN, they are getting sloppy. But I mean, we did say that this was kind of like a David Goliath game, right? The first game, SJSU versus Arizona, that was a David Goliath game. Cobblestone kind of gave us hope, and I was hoping that this game would kind of be close to, but it looks like Goliath is just shutting down David right now.
Yeah, luckily, well, PSU, they will find a man advantage early on in this round, and again, just an all-out pug round. It's kind of that where I said they just maybe get a round or two out of the mistakes out of UMN, and this might be that round for them. UMN, again, just charging through, one smoke on double doors, and, well, it's all down to deck. Finds one kill, looking for the second spray, unable to connect, and that's going to be PSU with a second round, so kind of, as we stated, I could see them maybe getting 3 or 4 rounds at this rate, unless UMN just goes right back to, you know, playing super serious and taking their time. And but yeah, it's hard for me to see just the skill differential across the board. It's hard to imagine PSU coming back.
Yeah, I mean, PSU, they really have to win this round. They have to win out pretty much, just because UMN, they are looking really good on their economy. So if PSU lose this, they're going to be back on pistols. They've spent every single dollar that they have. And Salted Nuts.
So aggressive.
Yeah, he takes that peek
continuously
early.
peeking. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
Like-
the thing is, he peeked it completely dry. He literally just ran up to plat and just peeked it. No flashes, no smokes. There was nothing there. It was just, I don't know, maybe it's just like a lack of team play. But if you do that against a good team, they will punish you.
Yep. And again, he's still kind of caught out position. They push through drop. He will find one, but he's stuck right on site. He has to hit every shot. Finds a second one, but he's not aware of the second plat player. So Gerbil Elite just holding the angle. He actually finds the third one. Unsalted with the 4K, carrying his team on his back. Now it's down to Blubbernucket in the 1-on-2. Unsalted doesn't take 1 HP of damage throughout that whole sequence, only losing 75 in the initial engagement, and now it's down to Blubbernucket. He knows he's lit. He's trying to find something. Unsalted really doing a good job of not exposing too much of himself, but he's going to get flanked. Betrayed. Finishes up the round. PSU definitely back in this game, and it's really all thanks to Unsalted.
Wow, Unsalted nuts going huge. He was nutty right there, no pun intended. He flicked between plat to drop to plat to rock. And he was just flicking back and forth doing 180s and got a nice 4K to salvage the round for PSU, single-handedly saving them.
Yeah, definitely. It was looking really dire for them, and maybe Unsalted is kind of the key to this, right? He dry peeked that early round, no team flash or anything, but still manages to carry his team on his back. So hopefully that'll motivate them, make them communicate a bit more, ask for flashes, and that's all it could maybe take for this team to get a little bit of momentum back, because they're not like terrible individual players by any means. It just seems like that team play mechanic is a little off, and some of the timings are a bit off. So if they just flash for each other and just keep that communication up, it could definitely be good for them. But it still looks like their communication is a little less than ideal. But there we go, A site getting pushed, and another aim battle lost by Betrayed. So that's going to be an easy A site, and they still haven't even rotated. He spotted the bomb. He should be able to spot a lot of that on the death cam. So surprising to me that they're so slow on this rotate. Luckily, Suspense will be here. He's able to... not able to find that first kill. Looks like he had it lined up. A little late reaction, but again, UMN, 2-man up and bomb down on A site.
It's going to be a 4v1. Again, Unsalted nuts all by himself, but... I mean, we saw him get the 4K, but he doesn't have the op. On top of that, it's a retake situation. At this point, he might as well just go for it. I mean, the whole team is completely broke. Okay, well, they're going to go straight to him. So, I mean, UMN, again, they're not even playing their after plans. They're just saying, screw it, let's just chase. And 11-3, and it's going to look like 12-3. And Pennsylvania State, they have no money coming into this round.
Yeah, it's going to be CZs, pistols, CZs and 5.7s rather, just across the board. A kid on Unsalted, true team player, and, well, not much you can expect with this. Suspense even going for a long-range engagement at mid. Kind of a risky play. Odds are you're not going to come up on top unless you just get a really nice first shot. Regardless, it's kind of that tilted point in the game where everyone kind of wants to make that play that's going to bring the team back, and when everyone's doing that across the board, it can fall apart rather quickly. But regardless, they're still all alive. No HP taken on either side of the map, so it's just going to be a full HP push. Deck, he's going to go for the smoke, and Blubbernucket, he's going to be able to find that first pick. They're pushing out, but two 5.7 kills out of Betrayed.
Whoa, what?
Smelly with another one as well, so AK now collected on Smelly. He will be on the slow tape, but it's all a matter of whether they push this quickly. Deck still on plat. I don't know why he'd still play plat when his opper is holding that angle, but regardless, he'll flash over. Poop on my chest has to fall back, and should be able to get the bomb down unless Smelly pushes up. He is hearing it. He's going to be trying to hold two angles at once. He goes for Deck, trying to find the tap. Not much of his head is exposed, and he's going to fall right into the crosshair of Gerbil. Now it's down to Suspense. He finds one. He has nades, and it doesn't matter. Finds a second 5.7 kill. 5.7 single-handedly winning that round with 4K. And that'll be a fourth round for PSU, giving him a little bit of hope.
Yeah, actually, a bit of miscommunication going on there. They got the kill on the on the fountain guy. Deck, for some reason, he started wrapping around. I mean, miscommunication happens. It's not too big of a deal. They are 11-4, but that gives PSU a glimmer of hope. If they win the pistol and they win the consequent two, rounds coming in, they could have a respectable game. I think maybe PSU gets into double digits, and we could be talking comeback.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't want to say it's like a misleading hope for them, but if they do get this pistol, I think it could very well be a much closer game. And You know, it could go either way, to be perfectly honest. It's really hard to tell with these teams that we don't get to see as often on a regular basis, and lots of roster swaps. So it's hard to tell whether maybe they were just having a bad day and just slow to start. If that's the case, this could be a lot closer. Obviously, we're seeing just a fast drop. I'm not sure how I feel about this on pistol round. It can be very risky, but they actually do find 2 quick kills. That Crossfire not paying dividends, and they actually look like they want to split to A. And the team is kind of uncoordinated, but luckily they will be able to find this Gerbil Elite trying to find a kill. He should just go for the plant. Betrayed. He will get that down, and they are fast here on the rotate, so it's going to be probably just an all-out brawl here towards balcony. John trying to find something with the USP. Holding, biding his time. He will drop down, get a different angle for the team, and now he knows of Unsalted's angle. He's going to go for the spam at the wood, unable to find anything, and well, he's going to have to push up now. Not much he can do. USP in hand, 8 bullets, not much to work with, can't find the headshot, and there you go, PSU getting that pistol and kind of finding themselves a little bit of a footing back in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like Pennsylvania State, they won both pistols now. Let's just hope that they don't get anti-ecoed here, because that means they are going to get put back a lot in this game. They have to win this anti-eco, and then they have to win the following as well. But let's see what UMN CS Gophers can do. We've seen the CT-sided anti-ecos come up really huge, so it looks like a 4-man stack towards the A, though. Wow, really ballsy.
Yeah, interesting read for them. Kind of predicting that they'll switch it up on the following round. I'd say A's pretty good on anti-eco, especially if you can just pop right out mid and run up slope. Odds are you're not going to take too many close-range engagements aside from that first right side at wood. For the rest of it, you're playing long-range battles. It's good for the SMGs. The only risky part of A is obviously that hall danger area can be pretty spooky, but regardless, PSU just going to find their way out to B. Gave a little bit of time, and I don't know if they're going to clear out. Coop, Deck, he finds 1 kill with the P250, has to fall back, he's getting chased again, unsalted, able to trade, thankfully, and that will even up the round now for PSU. Scout still in hand, and a lot of pistols to work with on the hand of UMN, so they are going to just push out just right away, not even allowing this plant to go down. And this could be the timing they're looking for while they're preoccupied, but Unsalted just going huge this round. I think finding 4K with that MAC-10, so single-handedly just destroying getting those eco frags and, you know, buffing his own scoreboard a little bit.
Yeah, thankfully PSU, they do get that crucial round, so it looks like they are going to go up 7-11. And then it's going to come down to the first gun round. Since UMN, they did force up fully on that second round, they're not going to be able to afford ops, and they're not going to have a lot of utilities coming in with that rifle. So it's very likely, if PSU play it correctly, that they're going to get that round. But Sync, actually, I'm not sure what Insulted Nuts was doing there. Sync just gets a free kill, goes back.
Yeah, USP kill as well, and he actually gets spammed right there. It's kind of, I'd be kind of salty myself, especially when you can't even see the guy that's shooting you. But, you know, good angle played by the T's, and don't want to overexpose yourself too much. Obviously, you can't expect them to win this with the 2 P250s, but Sync getting that early kill with the USP could be a sign of things to come. T's are kind of just split up right now. Looks like they do want to go towards the A site, but they still haven't even cleared the middle area. Luckily, Smelly's going to find a kill, and you think that might spell a rotate, but the CTs are kind of just holding their ground, sticking to this A, and Bomb is making its way back to B now. So John Titer, he's going to be a little more wary of it, and again, another pistol kill out of UMN.
Oh, if they lose this round, that's going to be the Harper generation. I mean, against full-on P2, like P2Ks, USPs, and like 1 P250 nonetheless. But here comes the plant, here comes the after plant. The CTs are going to go for this. They have nothing to lose. 2 people tagged, 3 people. There you go. Okay, so the round is secured. Sync, he's just going to maybe try to get another kill, but he's not going to be able to retake this. PSU, they bring it back. It's going to be a 7-11.
Yeah, and, you know, ever decreasing that score line. You know, it was once a 10-1 in favor of UMN, and only been able to find 1 round, while we're seeing PSU find 6. So a little bit of that T-sided, but also a little bit of mistakes made by UMN in the latter part of the half, giving up more rounds than it really appeared they needed to. Just kind of bum rushing into sites and playing maybe a little bit disrespectful, if you will. But regardless, still 4-round lead for UMN. Nothing to be too afraid of. If they just hold their, stick to their guns and play their own game, they should have a little bit easier of a time. But regardless, you never know if PSU have as favorable as a T side. What?
That was through smoke. It was just a random timing, and he gets it. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay, that was just like, yeah, it was smoked off. He just got a random shot off, and he got it. And okay, that wasn't a random shot. That was a very nice kill onto the man in connector. It's 4v2. Looks like they're moving quick onto the A site, and it's gonna be 3v1. Once they know that the last person is here, they should just go B with the bomb. Yeah, they see him.
Unsalted, he just wants frags right now. Finally, he'll fall back. Well, you'd think at least one player would stay here to try and flank, but they're both going to fall back together. Two pairs, two peas in a pod. And, well, obviously Blubber, he's just going to go for the save. I wish I could have saw that smoke kill by Unsalted. I saw it appear on the kill feed. I was like, where did he find that? Because the first guy to jump through mid just jumped through the smoke, so I was confused how an op kill happened on the board. But there you go, Unsalted. He's been pretty big for his team this entire game, making huge plays, and there's just a timing play, a little bit of luck, a little bit of experience, and that's going to draw it even closer. 3 rounds now, only behind Penn State, and well, it could be very well too. We're going to see a 4 save again for UMN, maybe a quasi buy. They might just do a half buy behind this M4, try and see if Blubber can make a play. So yeah, he'll actually drop it for sync, and they are going to go for that kind of half buy.
Yeah, and like I said before, if you force up on that second round as a CT, then you're spending all of your money. That means when you go into that first gun round, you don't have a lot of utilities, you don't have the op. And it's very easy to lose that round, especially if, the terrorists play that correctly. So that's exactly what happened. And PSU, they're looking to go up 5-0 for their terror side start. Nice little boost coming. Kill. 4-man B stack for UMN CSGO first.
Yeah, definitely. They're kind of setting themselves up for success towards B, and Gerbil, he's going to kind of fall back towards Dwayne Johnson. See if he can find someone. One nice 1-dig actually from the Rock himself, and he's going to go for the repeat. See if he can find something. Smelly. Another dig by Gerbil. He's just going huge right now. Trying to see if he can find more. Falls back towards double door. He knows he's in danger, and he's going to get sprayed down now by Suspense. Actually, who has to reload, so his life is extended just a bit longer, but Unsalted, he's going to hold the flank. And now he's aware that both players are coming towards the connector area, so all their attention will be switched over to here. And we'll sync with the M4 and full HP. It's him that's going to have to go huge. Finds the first kill. Now he's going to push out towards Foursquare. Not able to find much. Op was already set up there, and it's all down to Gerbil to try and 4K with this Deke. So really nice kills by him. Unfortunately, not enough firepower on the team in general to really clean up that round. And again, PSU just clawing back. Out of the last 10 rounds, they found 9, or last 9 rounds, they found 8 of them. So it's a pretty impressive comeback.
Yeah, but finally, UMN, they have that op, and again, once you bring out that op on the CT side, it becomes a lot harder to break. But it looks like PSU, they are just gonna play fast towards this mid. They want this fast danger control, but there is a crossfire from the CTs. They have to break it. And there's no one coming out from long to break it. Unsalted Nuts, he's just going to be behind that smoke once again. And it looks like they're just going to wait out the smoke, and then they're going to try to pinch out towards long and flush him out. There goes Perbala, he gets the first entry, but there is one more person waiting here. That's Sync. Yeah. He drops the bomb, the rotate should come in.
Ooh, nice by Unsalted. Pulls out the tech. Finds the headshot anyway, and well, they're a man up now up on UMN. Only one man rotated towards this A site. The other playing the connector area in the hands of Gerbil. Luckily, he does have an op, and this could be very viable, but he sees a player go down in B halls and rotates back towards B, but the bomb's here at A, so he's going to have to fall back. He's a little wary of the connector being exploited, and, well, thankfully, We're going to see Deck going huge now, finding 2 kills on the site, playing behind the SWAT truck, see if he can find a spray through the wood, but he's going to have to fall back, and now he's getting pincered. So Durable rotating just in time. He is aware of Betrayed's position, looking for the first shot, unable to find anything, and well, they're in a position to at least hold the site, but I wouldn't be surprised if the bomb falls back. But Unsalted, the nice movement, able to find that counter strafe, and well, now he's down to a 1v1. Pulls out the Tech 9. He's just all out aggroing, trying to find this kill. Goes for the jump. Both of them jump on the hut, but Deck gets the better of him. Wins with the 4K in the round, completely carrying UMN, locking down that A site and picking up an op in the meantime.
That was pretty confusing from Pennsylvania State because they knew that the players had rotated it fully into the A site. So all you had to do was keep the guy on ramp, distracted, throw your flashes, throw smokes, make sure you don't die, and then the other person could have rotated over to B. They could have actually rotated a long time ago when they got that kill onto Blubber Nugget by drop. That's when they could have rotated it over. But I mean, choosing not to do that and they get punished.
Yeah, and UMN. See Gerbil go a little aggressive, but Deck, he's going to push through the smoke, finds one spray, looking for a second, he finds it before going down, and single-handedly evening out that round. UMN just winning by individual plays alone right now, and well, it's all down to Unsalted. We've seen how huge this man can go with this gun. Pulls out a Molotov, is going to volley off Foursquare, and both CTs are here, so they're actually going to boost up. I don't know if he's going to be prepared for this. Pulls out the Glock, but I don't think that's going to be enough firepower against Armor, and he will go down. Had he kept that op out, it makes you wonder what could have happened, but regardless, that boost was a pretty clutch play by UMN, and it's going to get them those 2 consecutive rounds, breaking the economy, and, well, making PSU question whether they're going to force behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're kind of seeing mistakes on both sides. I mean, you can't just run up again with no flashes and get 2 kills like that. Somebody has to be watching that on PSU's side. So that single-handedly cost them the round. They had a nice entry, but unable to capitalize behind it. But let's see if UMN can defend against this Tech 9 rush. Tech 9 rushes are really difficult to defend against on Cobblestone.
Oh, definitely. And, well, Sync, he's playing that long range to the T, and we're seeing him chime in the classic bait and switch. He will smelly poop on my chest. We'll recover the M4 and finds it spray down. Smelly with the 3K for the round, looking for the ace. Only 2 players left. We're going to see Deck from behind the SWAT truck. He finds another spray down. 13 HP left on Smelly. He has a smoke and the bomb in hand. Tech 9 as well, but Blubbernucket, he has 2 flashes and a lot of HP. Goes with a big smoke and he finds it! Smelly with the 5K. Insane play by this man. Single-handedly with the ace, carrying PSU when it should never happen. That should never happen.
That should never happen. If you lose a 1v5, I mean, obviously, again, great play by, I'm sorry, who just clutched? Smelly, right? Okay, he just clutched, so obviously, great job by him. But if you lose a 1v5, that is a terrible job from the other team. I mean, there's no reason for that to happen, ever. And that broke the economy of CSGO first. Look, they have no money. They might actually go into kind of a double save.
Yeah, exactly, and they were on the cusp of grabbing that 14, really cementing that, that chance for a match point, and now the momentum's completely switched. If there's individual plays that are gonna completely motivate your team, well, we've seen them from PSU, from Unsalted, Spence, Smelly, pretty much across the board. Sorry, Prabala, I believe in you. You're gonna come alive, but regardless, we're seeing nice cleanup through the smoke, just completely reading John Titer. This man is definitely king of flusha shots, but Deck, he's gonna just run out with that. He finds a second kill on
They're right next to each other. They had no idea.
No idea. And well, are we gonna see a reverse 5K looking for the spray? Not gonna happen. Bala gets the kill in the end, and this game's kind of too much for me, man. Cobble. And I thought it was going to be a blowout. I thought I had read it before the game. Like, oh yeah, it's going to be one of them. Finally, we're getting a not close game on Cobble, but welcome to Cobblestone Star League, man. This is I did say I didn't want to count PSU out because I felt like it was going to be a T-sided affair, and that's exactly what Pennsylvania State made it be. I mean, you could see the kind of sloppiness on their CT sides, and even on their T sides, you could see that sloppiness, and that comes with maybe the lack of synergy. Oh, Blubber holding drop single-handedly. A little bit of over-aggression. They tried to push drop, but kind of did it individually. Their timing was just way off to be able to guarantee the trade. Blubber was actually able to switch for the AK and then spray him down with the fallen comrade's weapon. So interesting that they get that round right after a crazy play and then just kind of do something a little haphazardly. So we'll see. We still got Unsalted alive, and this is a playmaker himself, so they might be falling right into the hands of Deck, though. He's holding back from the front of Plat. They go for the flash. It looks like they're not even going to clear it.
Check it. Yeah.
And, it's flash it. They don't clear it. Easy spray down for him. He's looking for the triple, and he should be able to get it. Quick reload. Knows the Probell's position, and that's going to be easy for him. So UMN do a little sloppy play.
Yeah, very
They get
sloppy.
a little bit of momentum and then just kind of overcommit themselves when they don't need to.
Yeah, PSU, looks like they're going to be on a broken buy, but they have to force right here. They cannot be put on match points. So if they can buy AKs, they need to do it. But, they're not going to do it. Nope, it looks like they're going to sit and spawn and use this as a timeout. No, they are doing it. Okay, so, thank God. Okay. So they do force here.
That would have been a huge misplay.
Yeah, they do force here. 2 techs, Galil, 2 AKs. So this round is definitely doable. Let's see what they decide to do. UMN finally catching or understanding how PSU plays on their T side. So finally getting, a few rounds of their own. But this round is pretty much make or break for Pennsylvania. They have to win this round.
And Smoke covering broken wall. Going to allow him to get a little bit more positioning. And no op, thankfully, on the side of UMN for Penn State. You don't have to go against that big green gun. And nice pop flash by Smelly over. And it looks like they want to throw a fake. So they're going to walk halls to not give away so the drop player can't hear anything. And actually, they're just going to rotate to drop. So this could catch Blubber, not get off guard. He's playing a little bit of an off angle and window. This could be a good positioning, but he's just going to have to fall back and gets instantly dinked by Unsalted. The Tech9 going huge. Thankfully, Gerbil is able to trade. Deck finding one as well, finding a second here, and he goes down eventually. So the defense doing a good job at holding up, but Trade finding a kill as well. So now it's a lot closer than it should be, but low HP now on Penn State. They're going to have to get this bomb down eventually, and this could be their chance to push out and catch him off guard. But Trade, he's just pre-firing, trying to find something. And actually, is Sync going to push by himself? It's going to work out for him. He finds one, he finds a second, and Sync cleans up the round single-handedly. Doesn't need to wait for his teammate. He's just going to go in. And, that's going to be the match point for UMN. Penn State's dreams getting crushed in what was a very close and very confusing round.
Yeah, it's just like individual plays. That's exactly what this game is. You have players on both teams just going massive individually, but maybe lacking some of that teamwork. And no matter who moves on, I'm kind of curious to see how they will do against a very coordinated, very practiced team. It looks like both teams are kind of like pugging it out.
Yeah, definitely gonna agree with you. And gotta credit Deck, kind of the unsung hero of this game. 29 kills already. He's not playing anything flashy, but he's getting the job done. And definitely gotta admire that Sync, and with the really impressive timing, holding a very acute angle, catching off Smelly, and he probably would have thought his teammates were watching it for him. John Titer finding a kill here from Boost. He's gonna drop down, only losing 20 HP in the process, and now Betrayed's lit. He's gonna be able to have a relatively easy kill, but nearly missing that spray, and Betrayed, he set himself up to die relatively quickly. That HE should kill, but actually he switches location, just postponing the inevitable, really, and it's all down to suspense with the Scout, 31 HP. Definitely going to be a Shroud play if he's going to want to win this. Really hard to make the Scout a viable clutch weapon, and that'll be it. UMN clinching it out in the end. It was looking really, really close, only within 2 rounds in the end. So definitely UMN throwing away that latter part of the first half. What potentially could have been a 14-1 had they just, kept playing their own game, was a lot closer, and they have to be sighing, just breathing a sigh of relief after that. It's a game that could have been thrown potentially. So luckily they pull it off. Yeah, that was some really cool plays, actually. I'm sure every player is going to have a little frag video at the end of that. And, that'll be it for Map 1, guys. we'll be back really shortly with map 2. So stay tuned. Follow the social medias over on Facebook and Twitter. But yeah, we'll be back really shortly. So stay tuned. Click that follow button, and we will be right back.